and gentlemen, put your hands together for Josiah Kimani. Thank you.
My name is Josiah Kimani, and I am a diasporan. I'll begin there. And I'm also a father of 2 children. I came with one of my sons who's here, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
I tend to take my son everywhere I go now, whenever I'm going for an event, because you don't nurture the future leaders by leaving them at home playing games and watching TV. You nurture the future leaders by exposing them to the world. There's one thing I believe as a diaspora, having lived here for quite some time and having engaged with different ways of life and doing different things. I believe that Africa right now needs trade and not aid. And a lot of people talk about that, but they probably don't realize the underlying meaning of that. Because trade is quite volatile and it's political, and it's a war that we're in right now. That to be empowered and to be progressive in trade and to be an economic power, it is a political position that you take. And so when we talk about trade and not aid, we need to be very clear what it is that we mean by doing that. And also we need to stop just talking, but also taking action in what it is that we're speaking about. We're sending billions of dollars every year. But when I try to understand how that $1 billion is being turned into an economic vehicle, something that we can write home about, more and more I feel that as a diaspora we're a constituent that is talked about, quite highly, but really we've got nothing we can write home about. So I met Alex when I was gallivanting up in Africa. I was in Nigeria. I was in Lagos for a day actually. It's funny how we travel. I was actually in Lagos for just a day, and I was flying back to Nairobi, and I met Alex, and Alex had been in Nigeria as well for some business, and we got talking, and he mentioned what he was doing, and that really touched the core of my values. I chose to invest in Farm Capital Africa, and I invested with a few of my friends. We came together as a chama, and
What's a chama?
A chama,
For the sake of those who don't understand.
for those who don't understand, a chama is a it's not a community group. It's a self-help group. Thank you. It's a self-help group, and you come together, and as a group of people, you decide, let's take a risk. Let's put our money somewhere and see what comes out. I can save 100, you can save 100, and then 300 we invest. So instead of me investing 100, we invest 300, and when it comes back, we share. So we then decided to put our money into Farm Capital Africa, and I then went to Kenya to see what I've invested in. And Alex kindly, on a very early Sunday morning, took me, and I think he'll show some of the photos later on. On a very early Sunday morning, and it was quite wet, and it was raining, and he took me to this farm. And what I saw changed my life completely. It stopped being just what I wanted to do and started to be, what can others do similar to what I'm doing that can make a difference to these people's lives? So I gave my money and I'm making my difference. But then I thought, surely there must be someone else who's like me, that thinks the same way and wants to do the same thing, has an element of risk. They have a risk appetite of some sort. They're entrepreneurial. They've been hard done by because family have eaten all their money by saying I'm building a house and taking a photo of the next door neighbor's house. And I just thought to myself, I need to make more than just a difference myself, but share this difference with other people. And I told Alex, can I help you to connect the diaspora to this sort of thing that you're doing, because I think this sort of thing makes sense to the diaspora. It makes sense to the very thing that I was looking for, which allows us to not just send money in billions, but send money in billions, which then turns out to be 2 billion next year. But it's not because you sent 2 billion. You still continue to send 1 billion, but you're making an extra billion because you've funded an economic vehicle that is making some economical difference. And that's why I got Alex to start to mobilize this. And I only met Alex in January this year, by the way, and I only started investing in May. So to be here in November of the same year, you know what? If you don't clap for me, I can clap for myself. Because I've pushed this day and night. I have made a conscious decision to do something that I can be proud of. Not just sending people my money, but sending money to people that I don't even know. And then I go back and I see people who are doing 500 plants, doing 6,000 plants. Now telling me that they want to do 10,000 plants. I don't know them from Moses. My brother doesn't even do that. The money I've sent him over and over and over and over again, he's probably not even used it for anything viable. I don't even know because he doesn't tell me. But I've seen this and I have made a conscious effort that I will make a difference. I will be a counter diaspora. I will be that diasporan who will stand in Nairobi one day and I will say that for the sake of the diaspora people, we are making a difference. Even if I am the only one who will be doing it, I will speak on your behalf. And I will say that the diaspora has a positive and progressive mindset. And if you tap them well, and you protect their interests, I've taken a risk, but one day I will stand and I will say, let us put processes in place and practices in place. Let us provide an enabling institution that provides the diaspora the model that allows them to bring this change that they want so much to bring without having to feel that they're taking so much of a risk.